Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thursday Night Football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's a rainy night in Georgia. I'm Noah Shelton. That's Mike Frost. Producer Tyler Dykes here doing the stuff for us. Kendrick and Spencer, a huge region game tonight in 2A for the GHSA Region 2. Also got a big game between Shaw and Columbus over at Connect. Two big region games tonight, Mike, and really the winners of each have a big leg up in the region standings and a chance for the playoffs later on.
Oh, yeah, it's a pivotal one. You know, we're halfway through the season here in Georgia. Both teams, all four teams sitting at 1-1 coming into the night in region play. I know apparently now it goes by power rankings, but still, you want to win these games, get ahead of the other guys. You got a head-to-head matchup here where you get the leg up on them if it comes to any kind of, disparity in the scheduling and all. Plus, it looks like with the weather and everything, you kind of expect it coming into the night. Kendrick, ground game.
That's
Spencer
right.
likes to spread it around, throw it in the air. What's this weather going to do to affect the ball game from here on for the Green Waves?
I'd like to remind you that Thursday Night Football is sponsored by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC in Opelika, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Jack Houston Memorial Hospital and the Houston Clinic. Kendrick won the toss. They've elected to defer. The Cherokees coming into tonight 3-2 on the season, 1-1 in region. Spencer 2-3 on the season, also 1-1 in region. Kendrick last time out beat Hardaway 14-0. Week before that, they lost the region opener to Sumter County 56-0. Spencer last time out took care of Jordan 45-7, and of course lost to Carver in the Heritage Bowl to begin their regular season. Sean Fitzpatrick will be on to boot it away for the Cherokees to get this one underway. A ready night at Otis Spencer, and the Green Wave looking for their second straight region win here against Kendrick tonight. Fitzpatrick both arms in the air, and we're underway from Otis Spencer. A pooch kick to the near side, taking at the 25, turning it to the 30, and across the 35-yard line. That's number 9 for Spencer, Jericus Wheat. So solid starting field position for Spencer for the first drive of the game.
Yeah, let's see what Spencer comes out with. If they try to stay on the ground first to try to establish that front seven, or if they try to get that ball out in the air, kind of get it spread around like they like to do during games. But, with the weather and all, you don't know what the game plan is going to be from Joe Kegler and his staff yet.
It was an abbreviated warm-up session of 20 minutes. And it's still raining a good amount and some movement before the snap. And let's see, that's encroachment or a false start. It is encroachment against Kendrick. So a mistake by the Cherokees defensively makes it 1st and 5 for Spencer.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on purpose or not to try to do a little mental play here going on for the Cherokees or just a mistake. But he didn't seem like he was too unhappy about getting over there and laying out that center.
Dominique Webb, the guilty Cherokee, there in the middle defensively. Elijah Fudge, the quarterback for the Green Wave, 2 wide to each side. Running back goes out in motion. Fudge looking to throw, steps in the pocket, has plenty of room. The run's going to take a deep shot down the far side, has a man open, and it's just out of his reach, incomplete. Try to get it out there to, looks like number 16, Amari Couch there on the far side. Pass just about a foot too far. And what would have been a huge explosive play for Spencer to get up 6-0 early.
Yeah, he had the separation out there on the edge. He had about 7 yards on that DB, so if it had been if he'd have caught him in stride, it would have been an easy touchdown. Pocket wide open for Fudge on that throw as well.
So now 2nd down and 5. Spencer offense looking toward the sideline here on the near side. Snap back to Fudge, looking to throw again, stepping up, slings it down over the middle, has a man open, again just off his hand, incomplete. Tried to fit it into Raphael Crenshaw over the middle. Tight coverage by Kendrick defensively, and it brings up 3rd down.
They're not letting they're coming out here slinging the ball, so they know what they want to do on offense regardless of what the weather's giving them. Looks like Kendrick's subbing in another nose guard right now with 3rd down. Looks like they want to get more of a pass rush rather than clogging up that middle.
Pistol set for Spencer, 3 wide far side. Tristan Buford, the running back, now out in motion. Fudge to Fudge. Looks for a look back screen. Wasn't open. Fudge all in sorts of trouble. Slings it over the middle to nobody and out of bounds and complete. So the Kendrick defense steps up, forces a 3 and out. And the Green Wave is going to have to punt.
Yeah, other than that initial encroachment from the nose tackle, like I said, might have played a little mind games against Spencer on that one, but 3 straight incompletions, even though the first one could have easily been a touchdown. So that kind of kills the offensive drive. Now Kendrick does exactly what they wanted to do, get Spencer off the field. Now let's see if they do their little 3 yards in the cloud of dust on offense.
Alec Rubio back to boot it away for Spencer. Good kick away toward the middle of the field. Lands at the 25, takes a Spencer roll inside the 15. Hard bounce inside the 10, still rolling. It's going to be down near the 7. Salathiel Hill back deep to return it for Kendrick. And the Cherokee offense coming back out for the first drive of the ball game. When we come back on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Welcome back to the ball game. 1st and 10 for Kendrick from their own 7-yard line. Handoff up the middle and not much doing. Ball's loose, I believe, and Spencer may have grabbed it. Ball was fumbled and the Green Wave recover it. One play and a turnover forced by the Green Wave defense is going to be 1st and goal for Spencer.
That was a huge one right there. Looked like Casanova Chapel or Chappelle made that sling. Slung the running back down. The ball went free. Spencer ends up on it. 1st and goal.
And fumbling has been an issue for the Kendrick offense so far this season.
Hands
Throw near side, caught inside the 10 on the screen pass. And a gain of 2 for Monty Gaither, close to the 6-yard line. Looks like it's going to be taken down near the 6. Now 2nd and goal. How about 4 straight passes out of the gate here in the rainy weather for Spencer so far?
Yeah, they definitely weren't going to adjust their game plan. They knew what they wanted to do. Kegler said, rain or not, we're throwing the ball. We're going to get it out wide in our playmakers' hands. As long as Fudge can play point guard and distribute it out there and get it to his receivers, it's going to be a long game for Kendrick.
Slant over the middle, batted down and complete. Good defense on the back end by Carlos Moore. And again, just like that, it's 3rd down for the Spencer offense.
So they get here on 3rd and goal here. 4 incompletions already out of the 5 plays in this game.
3-back set for Spencer. Handoff far side, trying to get to the edge of the 5-yard line, trying to get to the edge of the 2, and he's taken down just shy. Tristan Buford cut off at the 2-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and goal.
Yeah, the defense stretched him out wide on that one, gave time for his DBs to come upfield and make a tackle before they can get near the goal line. About 1.5 yards short so far. It looks like they're going to go for it again.
Spencer going quickly. 4th down and goal from the 2. Fudge, handoff again, middle, fighting his way. Fudge faked it, faked the whole stadium, and strolls in for the Spencer touchdown. Elijah Fudge from 2 yards out on 4th down and goal gives Spencer a 6-0 lead. How about that fake?
Yeah, he had everybody on that one. I believe he had cameras, everybody fooled on that play. Great fake. The whole defense bought it, sold out, and he was all by himself on the left side going into the end zone. Great call by Kegler on that one to make sure his players got in there.
So now Rashad Gonzalez on for the PAT for Spencer. Snap good. Hold down. Kick is up, and it's good. So the Green Wave take advantage of the early Kendrick turnover, and they lead at 7-0 here in our first quarter. Spencer 7, Kendrick nothing on Thursday Night Football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back to the Thursday Night Football Showcase on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Noah Shelton, Mike Frost, and Tyler Dykes here with you from Otis Spencer Stadium. Austin joins the party as well. Thank you for joining us, Austin Hicks. 9:41 to play first quarter. Spencer leads at 7-0. Went 3 and out on the first drive, but then forced a turnover on the first play from scrimmage for Kendrick and recovered another fumble here, but Kendrick falls back on top of it near the 33. Again, the Spencer defense forced a fumble on the first play from scrimmage for Kendrick. Spencer recovered inside the 10 and scored on 4th down and goal on an Elijah Fudge, a filthy fake that he strolled into the end zone on with no problem from 2 yards out.
Yeah, you know, Coach Emmanuel over there at Kendrick was probably pretty excited with his defensive output on that first drive, causing the punt. Then they let the punt drop. It ends up rolled down to the 7. First play from scrimmage. Kendrick fumbles the ball and gives Spencer the ball right back for a goal line drive. So
snap off to the side and trying to run to the edge, not going to get there, taken out for a loss hard.
Looked like Antoine Whitehead got back there and made that one, chased him down and got him in the backfield after that bad snap. He fumbled it a little bit. I don't know if it was a wet ball or.
Amari Hill there taken out for a loss. Loss of 11 brings up 2nd down and 21. Handoff middle. Lavesca Williams falls forward close to the 25 for a gain of about 3. That brings up 3rd and forever, and that's where the offense cannot.
No, they sure can't. Back on that first play. Bad play.
Opted over. Monty Gaither and Arcavius Fletcher back deep to return for Spencer. Kick its way for Fitzpatrick. Lands at the 45, rolls towards midfield, takes a Kendrick bounce, and will be down at the Spencer 44-yard line. Go field position again for the Green Wave for their next drive, up 7-0 over Kendrick here from Otis Spencer Stadium. We'll be back in just a moment to Georgia Alabama Sports Live's Thursday Night Football.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to Otis Spencer Stadium. Rain continuing to come down at a solid rate. 1st and 10 for Spencer from their own 44. Fudge quick throw far side, caught near midfield. And I saw it again on first down of about 5. Pass complete out there to Rafael Crenshaw.
Yeah, it's kind of what we want to do. Like whenever you have with a pass-heavy offense like Spencer has, those are basically run plays in any other offense, 4 or 5 yards at a time.
At 5. Fudge the throw, going to throw it off his back foot down the middle of the field. Has a man with a step, and he's caught inside the 15. In the answer for the touchdown goes Amari Couch. Touchdown, Spencer.
Just a little rainbow throw off the back foot, dropped on a dime. Amari Couch caught it in stride. Nobody around him. He could just walk into the end zone from there. Huge play, huge start for the Green Wave so far in this game.
The start that Kendrick had nightmares about, the start that Spencer dreamed about. 13-0 Green Wave. Just a little over 4.5 minutes into our ball game. PAT is up and off to the right, and it is no good. And that is where the lead will stay. 13-0 Spencer. 7:25 to play first quarter here from Moda Spencer Stadium. We'll be back in just a moment to Georgia-Alabama Sports Live Thursday Night Football.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Don't forget, coming up toward the end of the game, the Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game. I'd like to thank Alex Quinney for all support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Also, that last pass from Elijah Fudge could be one of the Houlihan's highlights of the week. Be sure to stay tuned on all the social media channels, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Follow Georgia-Alabama Sports Live on all the channels. You have an account on. 13-0 Green Wave. About as good a start as you could ask for Coach Kegler and his crew. Low line drive kick. Bobbled at the 20-yard line. Now going far side, trying to get the 25, take it down shy at the 23. And that's where Kendrick will set up shop for their next drive. Noah Shelton alongside Mike Frost here from Moda Spencer Stadium. Really couldn't have been a better start for the Spencer offense and defense so far.
Oh, exactly. Looks like Spencer's come out really tough today. They're aggressive right now in all 3 phases of the game, even on special teams, flying downfield, taking them out. Of course, they're having some troubles bobbling the ball right now. Kendrick is on the return, but as soon as they go to pick it up and take off, Spencer's right in their face, and they're flying right now.
And with the style of offense these two teams run, we figured this rainy weather may favor the Cherokees. It has not been the case so far.
Not at all. I mean, they just got to find a way to be able to get some kind of grip on the ball here, keep it dry, hold on to it.
Hand off in the middle. Williams trying to bounce to the outside. Vines his way across the 25, falls forward to the 29 for a gain of about 6. Good running there by Lavesco Williams.
Yeah, he
broke
broke
that play
that
from scrimmage so far tonight for Kendrick.
Yeah, he broke that tackle from C.J. Starr in the backfield to be able to at least get some kind of positive yardage out of that one, get him about 6. Best offensive play they've had so far today for Kendrick early in the game.
Second down, handoff this time up the middle across the 30-yard line. Tyrese Pitts taken down near the 32-yard line. Spencer acting like as if he fumbled the football. See, the referees agree. The referees do agree. He lost the ball and another turnover for Kendrick. Just a brutal start for the Kendrick offense. Another turnover, and Spencer set up in Kendrick territory to make it a 3-possession lead.
Yeah, we spoke before the game, too. We were talking pregame about the fact that Kendrick has those fumble tendencies, and right now it's really playing ahead right now on him and putting him in a deep hole already early in the game here. Good field position for the Green Waves.
Spencer comes out, empty set. Fudge all alone in the shotgun with 5 wide. And now whistles blow and timeout called by the Cherokees. 6:29 to play first quarter. All Spencer so far, 13-0 Green Wave with the ball in Kendrick territory. We'll be back in just a moment. It's Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Thursday Night Football. Welcome back to Thursday Night Football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'd like to remind you the halftime show coming up. Thanks to Roger Beck. Richard Holdridge not at the Beck Center tonight. It is Thursday night, so me and Frosty were talking a little bit about. Thanks, Roger Beck, for your Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Fudge, the man wide open over the middle, caught inside the 5, and into the end zone for the Spencer touchdown. That's Jordan Hudson. Touchdown, Green Wave. Unbelievable start for Spencer.
That's all you can ask. That's all you can ask for on after a turnover for Spencer. Go ahead and take that deep shot. You're always taught that in football. It's a big turnover. First play is probably going to be a deep shot, and that's what happened right there. Wide open, got over the top of the defense, and nothing they could do. All they could do was just catch the ball and just stand there in the end zone.
So 6:21 to play here in our first quarter. Already 19-0, Spencer leads.
Yeah, Spencer's going to have to find a way to slow this thing down, hold on to the ball, use that ball control run game that they're known for.
Spencer going for 2, handoff with the middle to the fullback, and not much doing. Kendrick holds, and Spencer remains in the lead 19-0.
A little bit of chippiness down on the field as well right now.
Yeah, can you imagine that Kendrick, pretty disappointed in this start, knew that if they were going to hang around and win this game, they had to keep it low scoring, had to win the time of possession, had to keep it in the teens, maybe the low 20s, and it's already 19-0, and this offense not really built to make any sort of crazy comebacks.
Yeah, especially, I mean, we're not even halfway through the first quarter, and Spencer's already got 3 touchdowns into the end zone off 2 turnovers from Kendrick. And, I mean, it's not a whole lot else they can do right now except just turn this game around, hold on to the football, and try to get some long drives, make Spencer get cold on offense, hopefully, so they can get some kind of defensive thing, stop them, get the ball back, and maybe make a game out of this here before halftime.
I believe there was a celebration penalty against Spencer after the play. So the kickoff will be back at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I've noticed a trend, too, here with high school as far as the kicking game goes. There's not a whole lot of guys trying to boot it deep. It's either pooches or they're kicking it right at somebody, trying to make them drop the ball or miss it so they can get a quick recovery.
Yeah, don't think the kicker has the tee up on the right yard line.
No.
That's why we're having a little stoppage here. Now we've got the 25 and we're ready to go. Kick to the far side is going to go out of bounds. So the best field position of the night coming up for Kendrick, but down 19-0, 6:21 to play in our first quarter. They're going to need every bit of help they can get to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, let's see if they can try and get some kind of drive here, get something positive. With their style of offensive play, it's going to usually takes about 6-7 minutes just to get in the end zone. So they're hoping to at least end the quarter with a score here.
So another penalty against Spencer, an illegal procedure penalty.
Not sure if the officials are sure where to put the ball either. Should be back some. I think it's just a 5-yard penalty added to the out-of-bounds kick. I think that 15-yard penalty they assessed beforehand kind of confused them on where to spot the ball.
Looks like they're going to spot it at the 40. So really good field position for Kendrick for this next drive. Ball spotted on the far hash, and now we're ready for play. Deontay York, the furthest receiver out wide for Kendrick here on the near numbers.
Looks like Kegler's trying to figure out, the officials asked them why it was spotted so far up.
Yeah. And now the officials are going to talk about it. I think it should be closer to midfield. The kick went out of bounds near the 45 across midfield, and if it's a 5-yard penalty on the illegal procedure, it should be close to midfield, and Spencer is going to be charged for a timeout, and Kegler is going to have his word with the officials here.
Yeah, it seemed like Kegler didn't want the timeout. He just wanted to talk to the official and figure out why the spot was where it was. He didn't seem too happy when the official called the timeout for him.
Can't say I disagree with him. I'm a little confused too.
A lot of confusion on the stripes right now as far as, but you get that in high school football anyway.
Yeah. Get it in college especially too.
Yeah.
Just ask any Auburn or Oklahoma fan.
Oh, exactly. Woo.
The only thing I can think of is if it's in high school, you kick off from the 40, and if you kick it out of bounds, it goes to the other 40. So that's essentially a 20-yard penalty. Since they kick from the 25, if it's a 20-yard penalty, they'll put it at the 45 and then 5 more to the 40 due to the illegal procedure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I can think of.
Yep.
So it is 1st and 10 for Kendrick at the Spencer 40-yard line.
Now we got that sorted.
Correctly or incorrectly, it is sorted. Handoff to Lavesco Williams, cutting it out to the far side. Speaster showing some wheels across the 35, out of bounds, close to a first down at the 32. Again, officially going to be a 9 to the 31, second down and short coming up.
Yeah, good play there, good run there, a little positivity going. With the field position they have, they can punch one in here and try to get this ball back soon and kind of cut into this lead right now they've built themselves, or deficit they've built themselves.
With 2 turnovers, they have definitely helped build it. And another one there. Ball's loose on the turf and recovered at the 34-yard line. Alec Rubio on the fumble recovery for Spencer. And the 3rd fumble tonight by the Kendrick offense gives Spencer the ball back.
Yep. As soon as we said something about it, it was,
we
turnovers. That's 3 already for Kendrick in the first quarter, just over halfway through. Had one good play on the run, had about a 9-yard gain, turned around and just lost the ball on the next play.
So Fudge at the Spencer offense back out to work. Starting from their own 37-yard line this time. And whistles blow, and the referees look like they're going to have another conversation. Let's see. There's a delay of game against Spencer. So that'll back up Spencer 5 yards, make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, I don't think they're too worried about that 5 yards the way that offense has been looking so far.
First and 15, handoff up the middle, inside the 25 to the 40, across the 45, close to a first down. Good carry there. Number 20, Tristan Buford there for the gain of 15, and it will be a first down for Spencer.
Now, like I said, that offense is churning right now through the air on the ground. It looks like that's their first, I believe, actual try to run the play other than a goal line run earlier. Everything else has been through the air.
Fudge, handoff middle. Not much doing that time. Buford met at the line by a couple Kendrick Cherokees, and he's taken down for no gain.
Yeah, if you're Kendrick, it's time to kind of stand up right now and trying to get this ball back. Hopefully cause a turnover their own this time, this drive.
Seven, the box for Kendrick. Handoff up the middle. Buford across midfield and falls forward to the 47 for a gain of about 6. Brings up third down and 4, makes it more manageable.
Yeah, they're getting moved pretty good right there. That first play on this down is when it was 1st and 10. They did a good job of clogging up the hole, but that time they just got moved and right up the middle, had a seam for them to get to and get about 6 on that one.
3rd and 4 from the 47. And the hard count by Fudge got Kendrick to jump. And the Cherokees give the Green Wave a free first down.
They just got to get him to settle down here now and try and get a defensive stop. Spencer's just rolling on offense right now.
1st and 10 now from the Kendrick 42 for the Spencer offense. Gaither to the right of Fudge, and another whistle blows. And it's going to be a flag, going to be a false start against Spencer. Looked like one of the receivers on the far side in the trips formation jumped. And that moves Spencer back 5 yards. So they give back the 5 yards Kendrick just gave them. They don't give back the free first down. And that makes it first down and 15 from the 47.
Yeah, thankfully for them, they had already converted the first to begin with. But last time they had this happen, they still were able to get the first down the next play. So
Fudge, quick throw near side, caught by Couch in the 42, trying to break a tackle. Good tackling out there defensively. Carlos Moore again, good defensive play. Gain of about 5, brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, the way that offense is moving right now, like I said earlier, I don't think they were worried too much about a 5-yard penalty. Looks like they do quick strikes or anytime they want to right now.
Handoff up the middle again, and just breaking free, and would have been a touchdown if he stayed on his feet. Buford again gains about 3, brings up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, looks like his feet tackled himself right there on that one.
Fudge to throw, screen pass over the middle, and hit one of his linemen in the hands.
Yeah, it's going to be a flag on that one as well with illegal touching.
Yeah. He was not an eligible receiver.
No.
Try to get out Jamani Gaither there on the screen pass, but big number 72, Brian Carter, found himself in the way of that pass.
Yeah, he turned around. It looks like he was supposed to be going upfield a little bit more. It looks like he was drawing out wide. And if you're Kendrick, you figured they'd deny this penalty and get 4th down. Yeah.
That's exactly what happens. So the down will count, 4th down and 7 for Spencer. And feels like and it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there.
This is a big play for the Cherokee defense right now to at least try to get back in this ball game. It's going to start with this one.
Just got to find something positive. Fudge now stepping back. It looks like it's going to be a quick kick. And Spencer jumps. Left side of the Green Wave offensive line jumps. And that moves it back to 4th down and 12. And now the traditional punt formation will come out.
Yeah, just mental mistakes throughout that drive. You had was that 1, 2? Yeah, 1 delay a game and 2 false starts on the Spencer offense, and set them back a few times on that drive.
So now Alec Rubio will boot it away for the second time tonight. Low snap back to Rubio. He's in trouble, just got it away. Pooches it near side, lands inside the 20. Takes the Spencer roll inside the 5, rolls down to the 1, and it's into the end zone for a touchback. A missed opportunity there for Spencer that pinned him inside the 1. But a good recovery by Rubio. The punt was nearly blocked. 1st and 10 for Kendrick from their own 20 when we come back. 2:27 to play first quarter. All Spencer here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. First down and 10 for the Cherokees from the 20-yard line. Handoff Lavesco Williams trying to get to the edge of the far side. He won't get there. Taken out for a loss of 1 back to the 19, 2nd down and 11. And the Kendrick running game just can't quite find its footing.
No, it seems like when they do, they had a couple good plays right there. It looks like they tried to go back to one where they had a couple good games, but Spencer just waiting on it, stretch that defense out on their right side, and we're able to collapse that offensive line and get to them.
Four down lineman for Spencer. Williams in the backfield. And the snap went right to the ground. I think it's going to be an illegal snap against the center. I think he may have had the yips on that one. He didn't quite release it.
Yeah.
He moved it, but he didn't hike it back to Harris, or Amari Hill there at quarterback. So 5-yard penalty against Kendrick, and the Cherokees offense basically been going backwards so far here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they haven't shown too much on the offensive side. They haven't had a whole lot of plays, honestly, between they have 1 3 and out. Other than that, everything's been 2 plays and gone, whether it's a turnover. 3 fumbles already, and it's their 5th drive of the game right here.
A minute 27 and counting in our first quarter. Keeper up the middle. Amari Hill taken out for a loss. A flag does come in on the near side close to the 13-yard line. It is a hold against Kendrick, but the penalty is declined, so it brings up 3rd down and long. Third and long. Hill, the throw, stepping up, slings over to the far side, and incomplete. Nobody really in the area was pressured and got hit as he threw it, and it lands incomplete.
Yeah, he got lucky. It dropped in the middle there. You had 5 DBs for Spencer right there, all kind of around the ball, but nobody close enough to be able to snag that one in the air.
Fitzpatrick to boot it away for Kendrick. Gaither and Fletcher back deep to return for Spencer. Kick is away. Lands at the 35 near side, rolls to the 45, and Spencer will start in Kendrick territory when we come back. 57 seconds to play first quarter. Noah Shelton alongside Mike Frost here from Otis Spencer Stadium. All green wave here in the first 11 minutes and change. Kendrick, 5 offensive drives, 2 3-and-outs, and 3 fumbles. Has not gone any better than you can imagine it for the Spencer defense as well as the offense. 3 touchdowns so far. Elijah Fudge having his way against this Kendrick defense in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Green Wave so far. They came out here, we were wondering how it was going to go with the rain, but looks like Spencer said, "Yeah, we ain't worried about that."
Fudge going to throw again, steps up in the pocket, going to sling it deep, fires a moon ball to the far side, one-on-one coverage, and it's caught inside the one. Is incomplete.
Yeah,
Would have been an amazing grab by Crenshaw. Falls incomplete. Brings the second down 10. This Spencer offense not scared at all to take shots even in the bad weather.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, Fudge is sitting there. There was good coverage out there on the edge. He managed to get that last bit of separation at the end. Looked like he was going to be able to dive, get it in his hands, but just went right through the basket and popped out and start over again. I wouldn't be surprised if they take another shot here to try to get one more.
Fudge with the keeper, fake the Kendrick defense. Fudge with plenty of room inside the 20. He's loose, he's gone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Elijah Fudge, not just with his arm, but also with his legs. 25-0 Spencer.
Through the air, on the ground. Fudge trying to be a one-man show tonight for that Spencer Green Wave offense. Right now, just showing out. I mean, he's got 2 passing touchdowns and 2 on the ground already tonight.
Wow. An electric start for the Spencer offense in the first quarter. PAT up, and the point after is good. Gonzalez hits his second PAT of the night, and Spencer leads it 26-0. 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. All Green Wave here from Otis Spencer on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the ball game. 38 seconds to play in our first quarter. I'd like to remind you, we're brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC in Opelika, Kinetic Credit Union, Coca-Cola, and the Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, as well as the Houston Clinic. Thank you for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's been all Green Wave here in our first quarter. 26-0 Spencer. 38 seconds to play in the first frame.
Yeah, Joseph Kegler couldn't have asked for a better start right here on this region matchup.
Pooch kick far side, rolls out of bounds. Let's hear the official spot at this time.
Yeah, see if they figured out. Yeah, that's about the only negative they've really had on a consistent basis for the Spencer Green Waves are the 2 kicks. I mean, but if you're kicking off 5 times in the first quarter.
That's a good sign. Good problem to have. So that'll spot the ball at the 35-yard line. I stand corrected. It's the 35-yard line, not the 40 where an out-of-bounds kick is set.
Yeah, so they were about 5 yards off that first go-around.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well,
so if you're Coach Brunson here, what do you tell your team here? I would preach ball security. What would you say, Coach Frost?
oh, same here. I mean, you got to be able to hold on. You're not going to be able to make this a game or get anywhere close if you keep fumbling the ball. I mean, 3 turnovers and 5 drives, you're never going to win a ball game that way. Luckily for them, it's still early enough to be able to bounce back and at least get this thing close.
Got to get back to basics. Handoff middle, Levesco Williams. Gain of about 4, but there is a flag down. Looks like it's going to be a legal formation against Kendrick.
Yeah.
Either not everybody was set or too many people in the backfield.
Yeah, they're going to bring that one back 5 instead of the 4-yard gain. So another mental mistake for the Cherokees.
Kendrick just can't catch a break.
So far, Spencer looked like about like the most dominant under 500 team for the regular season team goes so far this year.
Very much so. Loaded line, handoff middle, Williams, nothing doing. C.J. Starr, the star that you mentioned before the game.
Yes.
Made the tackle in the backfield for a loss. And he'll bring up second down and 16. And I'd be surprised if Kendrick snaps it again in our first quarter.
Yeah, I don't see that happening at all right here. Not with the way this game's going so far. Just kind of get back in there, get on the sideline, regroup, start this second quarter off strong somehow, maybe make a drive out of it.
Kendrick letting the clock run down, and that will do it for our first quarter. All Spencer here from Otis Spencer in a huge region game, 26-0. The Green Wave leads it over the Cherokees. We'll be back in just a moment for quarter number 2 on Thursday Night Football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times. With 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
On that defensive side for Green Wave, they're getting out wide. It's like a little extracurricular on the sideline here between some of the guys on the bench and the Kendrick Cherokee.
Had a little technical difficulties there to begin the quarter. We're all good now. Kendrick taken down for about a yard loss, and as you said, Frost, some chippiness there on the near sideline. It's separated now, but third down and long coming up for Kendrick.
Yeah, it looks like Amari Hill kind of got caught up in the shuffle over there on the Spencer sideline, a little pushing and shoving back and forth. They were able to get it all stopped and get him out of there, but didn't see any flags thrown so far. Looks like maybe there's some kind of technical difficulty with the officials.
Yeah, let's see.
Microphone out there.
It was like a coach for Spencer out there talking, or somebody out there talking with the white hat. Maybe it is a technical difficulty with microphone or something. Tell you what, he may have been hitting in the action there or something. Maybe checking to see if he's okay.
Yeah, it might be a trainer out there checking him out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's possibly his mic. I'm not sure if maybe the rain has soaked his wires.
He's good to go now. But third and long now facing Kendrick. Sweep in motion, hand off to the far side across the 30-yard line. A solid gain on third down, but it won't be near enough for the first down. Deontay York on the carry there for Kendrick. There's going to be fourth down and about 10.
Yeah, Didn't make it quite enough to at least get to the initial line of game, so probably going to look forward to another punt here. But on the plus side, no turnover.
Got to take any positives you can so far for Kendrick. It's not been the best first 14 minutes for the Cherokees.
Not at all.
Gaither back deep to return the punt. Fitzpatrick to boot it away for Kendrick. He'll put toe the leather near the 25. Fletcher also joins Gaither back deep for Spencer. And flags before the snap. False start against Kendrick, and they'll move him 5 yards backward.
You know, the way Spencer's offense is moving right now, you don't want to give them even better field position than what they could have had, but.
And now timeout called by Spencer.
Little personnel issues.
There'll be a little bit of confusion on the sideline there with Coach Kegler and the Greenway special teams unit. 9:58 to play, second quarter. All Greenway, 26-0. They lead it over Kendrick here on Thursday Night Football on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dream.
Kick is away from Fitzpatrick. Lands at the 43, muffed by the Green Wave and recovered by Kendrick. Punt was muffed by Fletcher and recovered by Salathiel Hill in the first break of the ball game for the Cherokees. 1st and 10, Kendrick in Spencer territory.
Yeah, first big mistake by Spencer right there. They've had a couple mental errors with, illegal motions or false starts and stuff, but that's their first big mistake, turning the ball over on a punt right there when they could have started to really blow this lead wide open.
Some chippiness again there. Referees having to get in the middle of the scuffle.
It's like the yard marker guys aren't sure which way they're supposed to go yet. Oh.
So after the muff punt, ball spotted officially at the 41. Kendrick, really their first chance to show some life here, at least momentum-wise. We've already seen a number of fumbles tonight due to the rain, probably. First one there for Spencer. Handoff Williams, men in the backfield, taken down for a loss. Lost the ball again, and they're going to call him down. The referee's going to whistle him down back at the 44.
Yeah, thankfully for him, either the knee or the elbow hit before the ball went flying, because that was going to be another scoop and score for Spencer.
And it would have been C.J. Starr.
Yeah.
Leading tackler in 2A returning here for Spencer this year.
Yeah, last time we were here covering Spencer when they played Manchester, C.J. Starr was all over the place on defense, special teams, and had a couple rushing touchdowns. Mr. All-Around for the Spencer Green Wave.
And the play clock expired. I thought they'd reset it back to 25 after how long it took them to get the Spencer defense back on right side of the ball after Starr took it back to the end zone after what he thought was a fumble.
Well, the officials are paying attention. It looks like they're just going to have to reset it from here. Yeah, there he's waving off any kind of flag there.
And now we're ready to go. Loss of 3, second down and 13 now for Kendrick. Keeper. Hill trying to get to the far side and take it down for a loss.
Yeah, with that speed by the Spencer Green Waves, these slow developing plays aren't going to work too good as far as those slow RPOs, kind of the dive and then pull. You're just going to either have to dive, take off, be quick up, in the middle of the offense, or quick hitters, jet sweeps on the outside, bubble screens, because right now these long developing plays aren't working. So at least see if they can try to get at least half of this back on a good run here.
Handoff Williams. Has some blockers in front, taking after a gain of about 2 or 3, but another flag comes in. And more flags after the play. And this chippiness has been going on basically since the game started, and it's starting to look like it's going to boil over.
Yeah, Kendrick's coaches are quick to race out there and try to break this up and keep their players out of the way, because not only would it hurt them in this game already being down, but, I mean, that's going to put you out for next week with the suspension if you're ejected for fighting. So
Kendrick has got Jordan next week. Spencer has a huge game here against Sumter County.
Yeah. That's going to be a battle for second place right now so far in the region. So I believe Sumter County's still undefeated on the season, if I'm not mistaken.
They're undefeated in region play, and they have Jordan tomorrow night.
Yes, they're discussing who all's getting what flags and how many right now. Because there's a flag to start with, and then they started throwing some after the play.
Looked like it might have been a hold against Kendrick.
It's like Kegler's got his team over here trying to talk to him and be like, look, get your heads right. Stay focused. Don't let your emotions get high. Right now you're playing to get into the playoffs, and especially with a game you're already up 4 touchdowns, you don't want to make mental errors and get in trouble on the field and end up missing games because of it.
There's a chop block against Kendrick. And then personal foul against Spencer, personal foul against Kendrick. So everything will offset.
It looks like the chop block might stand, but both of the penalties afterwards were negated or offset. So
yeah, the chop block happened during the play. The unsportsmanlike happened after the play. So the chop block still should count.
Kegler could decline this one and make it 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to walk it back. That's going to make it 3rd down in Columbus.
3rd down at Buena Vista Road.
Let's see. If my math's right, it's 3rd down and 33. Handoff middle of Esco Williams, and gets it hard and taken down hard, close to the 40, and more extracurriculars out to the near side.
They're going to have some kind of talk with these kids. CJ Starr, I mean, it took the play away from CJ Starr, making a beautiful tackle out there, a little clothesline on the running back and getting that big stop, but more emotions out here on the field.
And this could be a big call if it's just against Spencer. Penalty goes against both teams, so it'll offset. So now 4th down and going to be about 25. They're going to mark it back at the 36 where the 3rd down play happened.
I believe the umpire's confused. The side judge over here is telling them that the play was still live, so it should be at the 39.
Yeah.
He's walking it back to the last line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Williams gained a couple before, as you said, getting clotheslined by C.J. Starr. A clean, really solid hit. And Fitzpatrick back to boot it away for Kendrick again.
Let's just see if they can keep their emotions from running high and kind of make this a clean ball game from here on out. Still with 2 quarters and a half to go.
Low snap to Fitzpatrick. He collects it and boots it away. Down the middle of the field, takes the Kendrick roll inside the 15, inside the 10, and going to be down by the Cherokees at the 8-yard line. Solid kick there from Fitzpatrick. And that's where Spencer will set up shop from their own 8-yard line when we come back. 26-0, all Green Wave here from Otis Spencer on Thursday Night Football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Rain continuing to come down here at Otis Spencer. Green Wave coming down on the Cherokees, up 26-0 with 6:58 to play in our first half. Fudge rolling near side, looks to throw. Good throw out to the near side, caught for a first down at the 22. Crenshaw on the reception and a first down for the Green Wave.
Yeah, way to collect it and get down before he got out of bounds to make sure that it was a good catch. Instead of being incomplete, he kind of just collected it, sat down, made sure his feet were in bounds. It's either, all you need is 1 foot, 1 cheek, 1 elbow.
something. Pistol set for Fudge. Now Buford to his right. Going to be a handoff in the middle. Buford breaks through the initial line, gets to the 30, to the 35. Flag comes in, and he's thrown out of bounds near the 40. And a Kendrick Cherokee down back at the 25. Got a lot to sort out here.
Looks like it may have been an illegal. I saw a chop block on a linebacker that's down right now. And he's still down.
So we got injury timeout on the field. I'd like to remind you this injury timeout is brought to you by the Houston Clinic. Thanks to Jack Houston for all support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Still have the flag to decipher, and it is going to be a hold against Kendrick. So while I check out the down Cherokee, we'll take a break. 26-0 Spencer here in our second quarter on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the ball game. After the penalty, makes it first down and 12 officially for Spencer. Don't see that every day, first down and 12. Fudge, quick throw near side, caught inside the 20 to the 25 and taken down close to the 30. Another good catch and run by Crenshaw. Gains 9, makes it second down and 3.
Yeah, Fudge does a good job of spreading out the possessions, the different receivers, running backs, and everything. You're not going to see him look at just one guy and then throw it to him. He's going to make his reads.
Spencer going quickly, hand off middle, and nothing doing there in the middle of the hole. A couple Cherokees there to make the tackle. Big number 68, Brandon Yulee, there to finish it off. Now bring a third down and 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if the way the offense is going, if they go for it with it being fourth down, if it stays this distance.
Fudge snap, rolls back to Fudge, looking to throw, rolling near side, going to try to make something out of nothing. Flews it downfield, and it's tipped up and picked. Intercepted the back end by Kendrick. Jordan's, take that back. Cornelius Walton with the interception for the Cherokees. Back to the 40-yard line, and Kendrick forces the second turnover from the Green Wave.
Yeah, huge play on defense there for them on that one, and try to get the ball back here before the half.
Broken play from the start. The snap rolled back to Fudge. He just threw it up for grabs and was intercepted by Cornelius Walton. Like to remind you that coming up at the half, me and Frosty going to hang out here and talk to you a little bit from the press box. Usually at the Beck Center with Richard Holder. That will be tomorrow night on the Friday night games. Huge thanks to Roger Beck and the Beck Center for their support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Thank you, Roger Beck. Really the first mistake we've seen from Elijah Fudge so far tonight.
Yeah, just a mental error on that part. He got it was a bad snap to start with, and instead of throwing it out of bounds, he just heaved it up in the air for anybody, and Kendrick was able to come up with it.
Leveska Williams on the carry, taking down for about a yard loss. Kendrick offensive line just cannot get a push. Running up the middle, running the perimeter hasn't worked out either way for Kendrick.
Yeah, those linebackers are flowing off the edge. If the ends and all are holding the edge down, the linebackers are just collapsing down on top and taking the running back. Offensive line not getting any push. If the line of scrimmage is moving at all, it's backwards. The running backs aren't able to get upfield.
Keeper. Hill trying to get to the edge, nothing doing.
Yeah, those guys on the edge out there staying home. That was Darrell Matthews. No, that wasn't Darrell Matthews. I'm trying to see the number on that one.
Either way, it brings a third down and long again for Kendrick. It feels like they've been living in the situation so far tonight.
Yes, very much so. Between whether it's just running backwards or penalties, not a whole lot doing on the Kendrick offensive side of the ball when they aren't turning it over. But that no fumbles in their last 3 possessions, so it's a plus for them.
Play clock at 1. Snap back in the throw near side. Caught and dropped. Ira Scott had room to run. He dropped the ball, and now he's down at the 40. They're going to check out Ira Scott. Here's your time brought to you by the Houston Clinic and the Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. So while they check him out, we're going to take a break. 26-0. Spencer leads. Fourth down upcoming for the Cherokees when we come back on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to Otis Spencer Stadium. 4th down for the Cherokees and the punt formation on the field for Kendrick. Snap back to Fitzpatrick. Kicked a good one last time. This one's to the far side. Lands inside the 15, takes a sideways hop close to the 10, rolls inside the 10, and is down by Kendrick at the 5-yard line. Another good punt there from Fitzpatrick, and Spencer starting deep in their own territory. 2:55 to play in the first half. Noah Shelton alongside Mike Frost here from Otis Spencer Stadium. It's been the Green Wave show so far tonight. Huge game in the region. Both of these teams 1-1 in region play. Winner really sets themselves up well to make a playoff push. The loser really finds themselves behind the 8 ball after tonight.
Oh, most definitely on that one. I mean, halfway through the season right now, you're really getting into the heart of your region play. Not sure what's going on across the city yet over there at Connect between Columbus and Shaw, but that's another one where it's going to really determine who gets a good chance of getting into the playoffs with these power rankings in AA.
Slings it out of the backfield near side. Jump ball caught at the 30-yard line. Jordan Hudson.
I dropped it at the last second.
Yeah, he dropped it at the last second. It's going to fall incomplete.
It was a beautiful wheel route, and then he managed to try to cut in front of the DB and almost, I guess you could say, mossed him there, but just couldn't hold on to it. Is able to poke it out before he could fall to the ground with possession.
At Connect, Columbus with a 14-0 lead over Shaw at the half. How about the turnaround from Coach Peters and the Blue Devils this year?
Oh, exactly. I mean, after watching them the first couple of games there, I mean, I've said, I expect them to – they could have a good possibility to go 8-2 this year with the way they've been playing in their schedule.
Much improved team this year. Handoff middle, and a gain of about 2 or 3 close to the 8. Looks like it was Gaither there on the carry for Spencer. 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, I was wanting to see how Columbus would bounce back after that loss to Carver last week, but looks like they'll come out strong against Shaw tonight.
Fudge, handoff near side. Close to the 15-yard line. Gaither again on the carry. Going to be close to another first down. It looks like he's going to be about a yard short, though. So it's going to be 4th down and 1, Spencer, their own 14-yard line.
Let's say he did his little Henry at Derrick Henry at the end there with the stiff arm.
Right.
From up here, it looked like he maybe crossed the 15 before he stepped out, but the referee saw otherwise and put him a yard back.
4th and short. Spencer's keeping the offense out there. Low snap to Fudge. Fudge collects it, trying to make it on his own. Fighting his way. It's close. Taken down right at the 15-yard line, and I think he got just enough for it. What an effort by Fudge.
Yeah, but to collect that snap, make a couple moves and everything, and then kind of rolled over the defender before he touched the ground and stretched it out across the 15 to get that first down.
Snap rolled back to Fudge. What an individual effort to gain that yard.
Looks like they might be content to kind of close this half out here.
Fudge to throw. Plenty of time. Rolling far side. Going to load up and sling it down the middle. Jump ball coming back to make the catch and just through his hands. It's incomplete. Jamal Lewis, the intended receiver, at the 45, and a flag's down to the 15-yard line.
Well, the amount of time and movement, yeah, it looks like a hold coming.
Hard to not have one when your quarterback has that much time.
Exactly. It was half the distance to the goal on that one. Sorry.
Snap back to Fudge, handoff middle, and not much doing. Kendrick defense in the middle of the defensive line has been pretty stout so far.
Yeah, that's the one plus on the defense right now. Spencer's speed and aggression on the outside has really kind of caught him off guard.
And Kendrick calls timeout. 37 seconds left to play in our first half. All Spencer, 26-0. The Green Wave leads it here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Second down and 18 for the Spencer offense after the Kendrick timeout. Each team now with one timeout remaining. Snap to Fudge, low again on the ground. Fudge has to collect it, runs it himself up the middle, and maybe gain 2 yards to the 10. Clock running with 25 seconds to play in the first half, and neither team has called a timeout.
It looks like that rain's really starting to fade the ball right now. It's been a couple snaps from the center that's rolled back there.
It's still raining pretty steadily. Yeah. Has been the whole time, the last hour and a half, 2 hours or so. And Spencer's going to be content to just take it to the locker room. So that'll do it for the first half for Modus Spencer. All Green Wave over the Kendrick Cherokees, 26-0. Spencer leads it over Kendrick. Any final first half thoughts, Coach Frost?
Well, it's just going to be a matter with this weather, holding on to the ball for the Kendrick offense and able to get this thing back close again, make a couple stops. They've been able to do some stops in the second quarter on Spencer's offense. Spencer scoring quickly in the first quarter. Held their own a little bit better on defense. Now they just got to be able to hold the ball on offense, get some drives going, get some points on the board.
Kendrick does receive the second half kickoff to begin quarter number 3. We're just going to take a break, and when we come back, the Spencer Band's going to perform for you, and then a little bit after that, me and Frost are going to do a little halftime show ourselves, talk a little bit about this game, the game up in North Columbus between Columbus and Shaw, some games tomorrow night, and maybe a little college football preview for Saturday.
Hey.
We'll be back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live in just a moment for the halftime show. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Vision's morning show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Vision's morning show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Vision's morning show, and download the Sports Vision's radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And welcome into the halftime show presented by Roger Beck and the Beck Center with Noah Shelton and Mike Frost here from the booth here at Noah Spencer Stadium. All green wave in the first 24 minutes, 26-0. Spencer leads it heading into the second half. Anything you saw in particular that impressed you, Frost, besides the whole thing, really?
Well, Spencer came out strong. They're really flying on defense. I'm not sure if that has really a whole lot to do with the fumbles. I don't know if that's weather, just jitters on the Cherokee side. 3 fumbles have caused, pretty much by just miscues on the offense for Kendrick, giving Spencer the ball, turning into touchdowns for them. But Spencer's come out strong. I mean, you got to think about it. They started off the season with teams like Carver, Griffin, Lovett, who are all playoff teams, perennial playoff teams, and then they've come in here and pretty much, I guess you could say the word was obliterate everybody on their schedule since, including tonight.
Yeah. So this game, one of the two big games in Columbus going on tonight, Shaw and Columbus High up at Connect. Columbus with a 14-0 lead that game early in the third quarter, just across the way. Coming up tomorrow night on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, they got a big game in GIAA Brookstone and Calvary. The district opener for both teams at Calvary. That'll be a big one. Harris County Northside, of course, another big region game, a rivalry, local rivalry here, as well as Russell County and Valley. We saw Valley in week one.
Yeah.
They impressed. Devontae Foreman, a really, really good quarterback. Going to be a good one there up in Valley. Russell County hitting the road, taking on the Valley Rams. Also games on the area, Glenwood and Wadley. That one just underway. The Gators on the road against the best team in 1A, a game that was supposed to happen this time last year. Got canceled due to Hurricane Helene, got pushed back to this year. Got Carver Haraway tomorrow, as well as Jordan Sumter County in Region 2A. And then, of course, Smith Station and Stanhope Elmore and Pacelli and Strong Rock. That another district game, Pacelli and Strong Rock. Anything jump off the page to you there, Coach Frost?
I would probably say the Pacelli Strong Rock game to kind of get Pacelli back into, trying to get into playoff contention. I don't see like big, a whole lot of competition, like say Carver Hardaway. We can kind of guess what's going to happen there. Jordan Sumter County, we can guess what's going to happen there. The way Glenwood's looking, I want to see how they do on the road against somebody. Their first game of the year, they played on the road against Valley, a tough one. Who's going to go up against the Russell County team? But Valley's got a real strong defensive line. We saw that. So let's see if they can try to get a pass rush on that aerial assault Russell County has out there as well. So it's going to be some good games there, but it's also going to be some where we can kind of predict from here what's going to happen.
Yeah. Sumter County and Spencer play next Friday in a huge region game here in 2A as well. Looking forward to Saturday, probably the most loaded college football slate we've had so far this year. You got Notre Dame, Arkansas at noon, USC, Illinois at noon, LSU, Ole Miss, a top 15 game at 3:30, as well as Auburn, Texas A&M at 3:30. Ohio State goes to the West Coast to play Washington in a conference game. Tennessee, Mississippi State, a sneaky good game in the SEC there in the afternoon's window. And, of course, the primetime games, Oregon, Penn State, Alabama, Georgia. About the most loaded slate we've had so far in the college football season here in September.
Oh, definitely. I know I'm going to have to be, I'm going to work that morning, but, on the way home from work, I'll be ordering my wings so I can sit at home for the next 8 hours and watch nothing but football. Yeah. I expect a whole lot, especially I'm not really an Arkansas fan, but I'm that anti-Notre Dame where I'm hoping that the Pig Suey pulls off the upset out there.
Bama, Georgia, quick breakdown and pick.
Oof. Well, you're asking a Bama here,
Same
so
here.
Of course, so I'm gonna have to go with Alabama. I'm sorry. If the offensive line is on point, Ty Simpson, like we talked about, he's pinpoint accuracy, knows where to put the ball if he has time back there.
Just about to say, O-line holds up, Bama scores 30 or more and wins. O-line crumbles, Bama scores 20 or less and loses.
Exactly. I agree with you.
So Kendrick won the opening toss, elected to defer, so it will be Spencer booting it away. And Kendrick will have first possession on offense here in the second half. Teams about to jog onto the field. The 20-minute timer has just expired, and now we're coming onto the field.
Yeah, we're going to see what Spencer maybe can come out with on offense still. We talked about earlier during the half, Elijah Fudge has been the all-around man right now for the offense. I mean, they've got 206 yards of total offense. Fudge has accounted for 157 of them. Or 167, my apologies. He's got 50 on the ground with 2 touchdowns, 117 through the air with another 2 touchdowns. So all 4 touchdowns have been accounted for by Elijah Fudge at quarterback.
Rashad Gonzalez to boot it away for Spencer and get the second half underway. Squib kick up the middle of the field. Taken at the 20. 25. Return lane has some room to cross the 30. And down to the 35-yard line, Salethiel Hill, good return for Kendrick. And first down for the Cherokees at the 35.
Yeah, first good return for them on the kickoff team so far. You've had a couple of them go out of bounds with Spencer kicking the ball. First time he's been able to get it, move upfield a little bit. Best field position in a while for Kendrick.
Best field position besides the muffed punt by Spencer in the first half. Kendrick failed to score off of it. feels like it's kind of it. If Kendrick's going to get back in this ball game and somehow make it a contest, there is a flag on the field. It is going to be a hold against Kendrick, so that will move the ball 10 yards back. Either way, still feels like if Kendrick's going to try to make this a ball game, it's got to happen here.
It looks like a spot foul. Looks like they called it at the 25, so that's going to set him back to the 15-yard line. That's a 20-yard difference.
Tough penalty there for Kendrick. Just kind of add that to the list of mistakes by the Kendrick team so far tonight.
Yeah, just a lot of mental errors that have turned into physical errors on their part, whether it's the chippiness after the plays, like that right there. I mean, it's basically a tackle instead of a hold, with the hold. He just grabbed him and slung him to the side.
Lavesco Williams to the left of Amari Hill. Snap goes behind Hill off his hands. He just has to fall on it inside the 5. He missed it. Ball still loose in the end zone, and Spencer recovers for a touchdown. Another brutal fumble against the Cherokees, and the Green Wave turns that one into a touchdown.
Not how you want to start off the second half. We talked about those fumbles in the first half with 3 of them. This one leads to an immediate score for Spencer, recovering it in the end zone. He tried to pounce on it around the 5. Looks like it squeezed out between his hands. Rolled into the end zone. Spencer was there to pounce on it for the score. They go up in the 30 range now with the points.
Another Kendrick fumble. And another touchdown for Spencer. Got the holder running on late for Spencer.
Still got 10 say. He's got time.
Snap a little off to the side. Good hold. Kick is low, and the kick is no good. PAT off to the left. Spencer leads at 32-0. 11:46 to play third quarter on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back to the ball game. 32-0 Green Wave, and the kick hits an up man for Kendrick, loose on the ground near midfield. And I think Kendrick got back on top of it. The Cherokees did. So good field position to start off for Kendrick in this next drive. As the rain has almost completely subsided, still sprinkling a little bit looking at the lights across the way. Definitely not coming down near as hard as it did in the first half.
Yeah, that right there was one of those luck things.
Wow.
It was one of those kind of shotgun kicks off. You see it every now and then in the pros. I think you believe, like, was it Pat McAfee or somebody was able to just drill it up, man, able to get it and recover it. But that time Kendrick able to pounce on it, at least be able to hold on to the ball and not give Spencer another opportunity to score.
Like to remind you, we're brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet and GMC in Opelika, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and the Jack Houston Memorial Hospital and the Houston Clinic. First and 10, Kendrick at the Spencer 48. Play clock down to 4, down to 3. Snap back to Hill, fakes the give to Williams. Going to keep it near side, try to get to the edge, another tackle for loss. Kendrick in the first half went backwards offensively, and another tackle for loss for Spencer there.
Yeah, Zion Moore all over him. Those slow developing plays not really working for Kendrick with the quarterback trying to, I guess it's a form of an RPO. You're not really worried about a pass off the RPO with this offense. So he rides the running back. By the time he pulls it and tries to take off, that Spencer edge is just coming down on him. Nowhere for him to go but backwards.
2nd and 15. Handoff middle. Laveska Williams bounces around the hole. He has the edge. Rolls from 45. Breaks out of a tackle. Breaks out of another one. And sure he's out of bounds near the 40. Solid run by Williams there. Gains about 13 to make it 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, big play by him there. It's the biggest play of the game, I believe, so far for Kendrick. They needed that one. They came into the second half, -3 yards on offense. They started off the second half -21, so trying to get something going here. That'll make it should be 3rd and 3.
Battle of the bands here on 3rd down as Hill breaking near side, lowers the shoulder, taken down at the 39. Looks like he may be half a yard shy of the 1st down marker. And it's going to be just a little short. 4th down and short upcoming for Kendrick.
Yeah, of course, if you're Kendrick down 32, and plus with this field position right here, you have to go for it. Try to find something positive to come out of this.
And a false start against the right tackle. Gilroy Clark jumps for the Cherokees, and 4th and 1 turns to 4th down and 6. And just a brutally timed penalty there against the Cherokees.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you take 1 step forward and it's 2 steps back basically for Kendrick this whole game. They just can't seem to string together more than 1 or 2 good plays in a row without, hurting themselves, shooting themselves in the foot.
And timeout on the field called by Kendrick. 9:23 to play in the 3rd quarter. Kendrick on 4th down. We've got to make a decision here, down 32-0 to Spencer on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Welcome back to the ball game. 4th down and 6 upcoming, and Kendrick sent out the punt team.
He's had some pretty good punts today so far. That's the 1+ for Kendrick so far.
Pinned a couple of them inside the 10. Just got that one away before it was blocked, and it's down by the Cherokees at the 13. 9:13 to play, 3rd quarter. I'd like to remind you, coming up tomorrow night, the GIAA Scoreboard Show, presented by Roger Backward, Richard, and Thrift, coming up tomorrow night after all the games. They'll break down the big Calvary Brookstone game, the Chili Strong Rock game, all the games in GIAA on GIAA.tv. Thank you, Roger Beck, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard and Thrift, GIAA.tv Scoreboard Show tomorrow night after all the action has concluded in Georgia.
Yeah, it's usually my porch sitting time when I get home on Friday nights after the game.
Right.
Sit on the porch, have a little drink on the table, a little smoked cigar.
That's right.
Listen to Thrift and Richard.
11 o'clock tomorrow night. Fudge, swing pass, near side. Gaither to the 15 to the 20. And falls forward across the 25 for Spencer 1st down.
Yeah, that was good balance by Gaither there, being able to keep his footing for probably another extra 5 yards after it looks like he could have easily went down.
Spencer offense not slowing down. Buford to Fudge's right. Gaither, to his left. Gaither out in motion. Quick throw, near side, dropped by Couch. Just off the hands of Amari Couch, close to the 30. And it brings up 2nd down and 10.
It looks like, with Gaither on that last play, being able to keep his footing and his balance, those drills come into play in practice, have that hand down, keep the feet moving. Even in a game like this where it's pretty much out of hand already, you're still working on getting that 100% effort out of these kids.
Fudge, handoff middle. Buford maybe got a yard. And another 3rd down upcoming for Spencer. Kendrick's forced Spencer into some 3rd downs. Just haven't been able to capitalize after getting the ball back for their offense.
Yeah, they caused an interception second to last and then let the last one run out. But
And encroachment is going to go against the Cherokees.
Going to set them up with about third and medium now.
Pistol set for Fudge in the Spencer offense. Handoff in the middle, Gaither. Maybe got a yard, taking down a few yards shy of the first down marker, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. The Kendrick defense hasn't done too bad up the middle as far as plugging. Big Dominique Webb's there in the middle. He's been able to do some plugging on that at that nose guard spot on the run plays. It's the edge that has been killing Kendrick's defense all night long, putting the Spencer players out in space.
Spencer offense still out there on fourth down and 3. Looks like they're going to go for it. And now Fudge steps back, and it might be a quick kick. And it is. Boot is away. A good one by Fudge. Lands at the 35. Hits like a pitching wedge. It may have clipped a Kendrick player at the 35-yard line. They're going to say it did not. And it's going to be Kendrick ball at the 36-yard line. First down for the Cherokees from the 35-yard line, down 32-0. We come back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Welcome back to the ball game. Noah Shelton, Mike Frost, Tyler Dykes, Austin Hicks here with you from Otis Spencer Stadium. Handoff to Vasco Williams for Kendrick to the far side across the 40. Lowers his shoulder, stays on his feet, has the first down to the 45, angles back to the near side, taken down at the 47. Good gain of 12 for Williams and a first down. And there's a Green Wave player down at the 40.
Yeah, it looks like Devontae Griffin came up to make that tackle.
Now an injury timeout brought to you by the Houston Clinic. Devontae Griffin was the injured Green Wave player for Spencer. And
yeah, that was
Gio Irby will come in to take his place.
Yeah, that was a hard run by Lavasco Williams that time. He's been the one bright spot for the Kendrick offense, able to break tackles and get outside on some of these with the cuts. But let's see if they can get string a couple of plays like that together here and get a drive.
2 wide each side. Handoff again to Williams, trying to get to the left side. And followed his way for a gain of about 2 to the 49. Nicholas Adams' helmet came off. He'll have to trot out for a play. And Brandon Collier will come in to take his place on the offensive line.
It's going to come down to just focus on the Kendrick Cherokee offense right here. They've had a couple times where they've had two, 3 good plays in a row and then a backfire. So let's see if they can string something together here and at least keep this drive going. You don't want to keep a goose egg on the scoreboard.
Second down and 8. Handoff middle, ball loose on the ground, and Spencer's recovered it again. Another fumble by the Kendrick offense, and Spencer recovers in Kendrick territory.
Guess who? C.J. Starr back there in the backfield. Almost took the handoff from the quarterback, caused that fumble. C.J. Starr, Mr. All-American for Spencer down there on the defensive side of the ball. Just no matter where it is, sideline to sideline, if they shoot him on the blitz, you can pretty much guess it's going to be a big play coming.
The rain has now completely subsided, but you wouldn't know it watching the Kendrick offense. Ball security has been a struggle. Handoff to Gaither. Vice his way for about 1, maybe half a yard if he's lucky, just shy of the 45. Again, the Kendrick defense up the middle has done a really good job plugging the hole against any sort of interior run from Spencer.
It's a matter if they can contain them and keep them from getting outside. That's been what's killing them all night long, and that passing, letting the receivers for Spencer get over the top on them past the safeties.
No gain on the play officially. 2nd down and 10. Budge to throw, has plenty of time. Loading up, going to sling it down the middle, and it is picked off. It was short-armed and picked off to the 20, to the 25, and to the 30-yard line. Carlos Moore with the interception for Kendrick, and the Cherokees have the ball back. The second one thrown by Fudge tonight.
Yeah, he was getting hit as he threw on that one. He didn't have. We thought he had plenty of time. Looks like it was Jalen Abrams got back there and kind of spun him a little bit as he was throwing the ball, caused it to come up short. Wide receiver was running downfield. The DB just turned back. Ball was right in his chest, so he was able to gather it and run upfield and get Kendrick the ball back here.
Cornelius Walton with a pick, and now Carlos Moore with a pick for the Kendrick defense. Let's see if the offense can capitalize for the first time tonight.
Yeah, so far, second half, the only score for Spencer has been on the defensive side of the ball on a Kendrick fumble. So Kendrick's defense is starting to step up a little bit here the last few drives.
Handoff for Vasco Williams. And not much doing off the left tackle there. Maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, it looked like it was another bad snap. There was a lot of the times where, quarterback back there is trying to gather the snap, Amari Hill, before he could hand the ball off. And looks like Williams just can't get to it in time, and it slows the play down, causing Spencer to be able to get a big play in the backfield. And across town right now, it's just the end of the third quarter. Columbus is up now 17-0 on Shaw in that region matchup.
Hill, quick throw, far side on the screen. And across the 35 with some room down to the 38-yard line. Deontay York on the reception, brings up 3rd down and about 5.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to break free there for a second. I thought he was going to be able to get upfield, and Zion Moore was able to get over there and throw his shoulder into him and knock him down to the ground, keeping the gain as minimal as possible.
Third and 5 from the 33-yard line for Kendrick. Hill to throw, quick screen near side. York to the 35, to the 40, spin move, 1st down and more. York across the 45 to the 47, and a Cherokee's 1st down. And more chippiness here on the near side.
Yeah, I was going to get that one out. He got it out quick, just in time. Starr was right in his face again.
Referees quickly break up the scuffle. And a 1st down for Kendrick at the 47.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you got to kind of get your kids in line here whenever they start to get, you give up, that's the thing about now, they give up one play and they, it's a bit of a hissy fit out there. You just got to get his mind back right, keep the focus in, because, it's still a region game. You don't want to do anything stupid, especially with big games coming up next few weeks.
Quick screen again, far side. Deontay York caught behind the line of scrimmage, taken out for a loss.
Yeah, it looks like Zion got to him again. Big hit, the DB out there for Spencer. He's been in on a few plays this drive, able to stop a couple big plays and be able to, 6-yard loss on that one. 1st down, that sets the Kendrick Cherokees behind the chains again here.
Zion Moore and C.J. Starr, what a 1-2 punch at linebacker there for Spencer.
Oh, yeah, all over the place right now. Those guys fly sideline to sideline. It's fun to watch them back there.
2nd down and long, the Vasco Williams for the carry. Going far side, back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Let's see what they got mixed up right here, because they're going to have to figure out a way to get, it's going to be a 4-down drive right here. So that whatever they get here, they're going to be going for it on the next one, winding down towards the end of the 3rd quarter.
1:18 to play in our 3rd quarter. Spencer leading at 32-0. Handoff near side Pitts, and Pitts taken out for a loss.
Yeah, he was swallowed up there. Wasn't able to get any kind of momentum going.
And Fitzpatrick out for another punt for Kendrick.
Yeah, the one bright spot for Kendrick so far has been the punter being able to flip the field, take care of those low snaps.
Fitzpatrick's punt lands at 35, rolls deeper into Spencer territory, and is down at the 23-yard line. So that's where Spencer will set up shop for their next drive. 8 seconds to play in our third quarter. Noah Shelton, Mike Frost here with you from Otis Spencer Stadium. Tyler Dykes, our producer. Austin Hicks, our cameraman. Here in a big region matchup for Otis Spencer. Hasn't been as competitive as we thought or as hoped, but Spencer really making a statement tonight that they're here to stay. And although they got off to a rough start, losing to Carver, Lovett, and Griffin right out of the gate, they've won 2 in a row, coming off wins against Manchester and Jordan, and it looks like it's going to be 3 in a row. And Spencer going to be a tough out in 2A.
Yeah, we're going to see how it's going to go next week when they have to play Sumter County. That's going to be their first big test as far as the region goes. I mean, Carver, we kind of expected that outcome there. Carver's just, loaded with talent. They go off to the road to play Lovett and Griffin and lose those two against two teams that go to the playoffs basically every year. Lovett a big time, I believe, still AA team. Griffin 4A. So to be able to come back in. So next week's going to be the real test to see how far up they can get into the playoffs.
Penalty against Spencer moves the ball back to the 13-yard line. Handoff middle, and taken down for a loss. Buford taken down for a loss. Taven Leonard there for the tackle for loss for Kendrick, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. We're through 3. All Spencer. 32-0 Green Wave. They lead it over the Kendrick Cherokees. We'll be back in just a moment on Thursday Night Football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Welcome back to the ball game. Beginning of our fourth quarter, Spencer leading at 32-0 over Kendrick. Up in North Columbus, Columbus High with a 17-0 lead over Shaw. That game also in the fourth quarter. The Blue Devils, well, they're going to pick up a massive region win at Connect. Second down for the Green Wave. Fudge to throw. Going to sling it down the middle of the field. Jump ball at the 40. Caught at the 40. First down for Spencer. That's big, number 3 for Spencer, Jordan Hudson. And a big first down for Spencer. More of the same, those deep shots. Fudge has found his way to connect on a lot of them.
Yes, he has, especially throwing downfield. You got the athletes on the outside for Spencer. He was able to get separation at the last second. Kendrick's DB just not able to make the adjustment.
I'd like to remind you, coming up at the end of the game, the Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game. Thank you, Alex Quinney, for our support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. We've got one guy in mind. We'll see if anything drastic changes here in the last 10 minutes or so. Hand off the near side. Gaither with the edge across midfield. Pushed out of bounds at the 45.
It looks like starting off around the 13-yard line, they're able to make some plays here and maybe try and get another punch in here. Break that 40-point mark.
Been a dominant performance for Spencer so far tonight. Sloppy game from Kendrick, and Spencer's taking advantage. Throw far side. Gaither's wide open at the 35. Gaither to the 25. Gaither inside the 20. Still on his feet inside the 17. Slung down. Last man between him and the end zone made the tackle, Carlos Moore. But a big first down for Spencer into the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Yeah, huge one on that one. Gaither was out there wide open. Nobody on that side of the field for Kendrick. He came to cut across. So he almost broke that last tackle to get into the end zone, but he was brought down inside the red zone. Kendrick not letting up on offense. Looks like Coach Kegler was not happy with these last few drives they had on offense, wanted to do something.
The offense still has not scored in the second half, and Spencer's going to call timeout. 9:39 to play in our fourth quarter. Spencer leading at 32-0 here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the ball game. Glad to remind you, coming up tomorrow night after all the action, the GIAA Scoreboard Show with Richard and Thrift on GIAA.tv at 11 o'clock Eastern. Catch all the recap from all the games in the GIAA with Richard and Thrift, presented by the Beck Center and Roger Beck. Thank you, Roger Beck, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Catch you tomorrow night at 11 o'clock on GIAA.tv. Fudge rolling near side to throw. Slings it over the middle and is incomplete. Threw it just a touch behind Jamal Lewis. Jabriel Richmond, a good defensive play to bat it away, and it brings up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he was able to get there and kind of break it up at the last second.
We are now under a running clock with 9:07 and counting. Two wide each side for Fudge. Snap a little to the left. Fudge to throw. Slings over the middle. To the middle, and it's incomplete. He had Jamal Lewis at the 5-yard line with plenty of space between him and the defender. Just a little overthrown. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, he just kind of overshot him there. Kind of threw a bullet and just sailed on him. He had the time, and he was able to just kind of place it if he wanted to, but just wanted to shoot it out there. A little more touch on that one would have been a touchdown easily.
Now 3rd and 10 from the 17 and movement before the snap.
Yeah, looks like they're going to get the whole Kendrick defensive line off sides.
Encroachment against the Cherokees. We've seen that a few times tonight. Maybe something with the snap count there for Spencer confusing the Kendrick defense. But 3rd and 10 turns into 3rd down and 5. Definitely more manageable.
Yeah, it kind of opens up the playbook a little bit more there when you're getting 3rd and medium rather than 3rd and long. You can run it or pass it now.
Lewis in motion. And another encroachment penalty going against the Cherokees. So 3rd and 10 moves to 1st and 10 after 2 encroachment penalties against Kendrick.
That's going to set them up 1st and goal after those 2 ones. You know, Kendrick again biting themselves in the foot like they have been all night long.
First and goal from the 7. Fudge, handoff, coming near side, inside the 5. Buford to the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Great run off the end there. The tackles were able to seal the edge on that outside zone. He was able to get outside on the edge. Nobody for Kendrick outside holding contain. He was able to just break the goal line, get through inside the pylon, give themselves a chance to try to break 40 here with this running clock.
And Spencer scores for the first time on offense in the second half. And it's with 6:52 to play in the ball game. PAT from Gonzalez is up and good. Spencer 39, Kendrick nothing. Winding down here from Otis Spencer with 6:52 to play in our fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment to Thursday Night Football on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the ball game. 39-0 Spencer leads here with 6:52 to play. Noah Shelton alongside Mike Frost here from Otis Spencer Stadium. Like to remind you, we're brought to you by Glen Smith Chevrolet and GMC in Opelika, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Jack Hughes Memorial Hospital and the Houston Clinic. Gonzalez boots it away for the Green Wave. Squib kick to the near side and taken at the 28 by Tristan Mitchell.
Kendrick's got about, by the time they snap the ball, it's going to be about close to 6 minutes here to try to get this thing downfield, at least get a score on the board here, make this thing a little bit more respectable. They haven't had a whole lot of long drives. I believe their longest possession was about 6-7 plays. A lot of their possessions have ended in fumbles. I mean, four fumbles in basically 11 possessions.
They had 5 fumbles on the season coming into tonight. 4 alone tonight on offense for Kendrick. The weather we talked about that might be an advantage for Kendrick pregame may have turned into a little bit of a curse, with ball security being such an issue. Tyrese Pitts on the carry going far side, taken down for a loss.
Yeah, so like Kenny Mangum got in on the play on that one to be able to get back there and drop him for another loss. Those edges aren't really working for the Kendrick offense. Haven't been all night long. Most of theirs have either been off tackle or up the middle on quick plays, but these slow developing run plays, they haven't been able to do much of anything with so far tonight.
So second down and 11. Kendrick offense, basically the last chance to try to get on the scoreboard. Bobble snap by Hill. He takes it himself and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Jaquavian Yarway, the first Spencer Green Wave player there, and it's third down and long.
Yeah, too much penetration for the Spencer defense. Any kind of hesitation in the backfield, you're basically just giving yourself a lost play here regardless. So.
Quick screen near side, low and incomplete. Try to get it out to Joseph Passmore. short arm the screen pass to the near side, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Kevin Akajobi was all over him on that one before he could even try to get to the ball. If he'd have caught it, it'd have probably been about a 4 or 5 yard loss regardless. Able to read that screen pass out wide and cut up field, breaking off any kind of blocks and being able to make a big play on that one.
Less than 4 minutes to go here in our ball game. Spencer up 39-0, about to get the ball back. Fitzpatrick with the boot. Lands at midfield, takes a huge Kendrick roll inside the 35, and will be down at the 35-yard line by the Cherokees. 3:15 and counting. Greenway 39, Kendrick nothing on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be right back. First and 10 for the Green Wave from the 35. Handoff middle, and nothing doing up the middle. The Kendrick defense again, really good at plugging the hole up the middle, and they take down Buford for a loss. All right, it's time for the Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game, brought to you by Alex Quinney, the All-State Agency. Thank you, Alex Quinney, for our support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We're going to go with Elijah Fudge, junior quarterback for the Green Wave. Had a whale of a first half. Had 2 rushing touchdowns the first half as well as 2 passing touchdowns. Been a little bit slow in the second half, but Spencer really just trying to bleed this clock and get this win and get out of here with another region victory.
Oh, yeah, so far, I mean, coming into this drive right here, he's got 190 yards through the air. He's probably got close to about 55 yards on the ground. So, I mean, he's accounted for 80% of the Spencer offense as far as yards go. Big night tonight for Fudge with 4 touchdowns.
Congratulations, Elijah Fudge. You are Alex Quinney All-State Agency Player of the Game. A minute and a half to play. Going to be 3rd down and 5 now for the Spencer offense.
Looks like they're going to let those bleed down. Still 30 seconds on the play clock, 1:07 left in the game and counting. So this might be Spencer's version of the victory formation.
Spencer taking their time. Up at Connect, Columbus just with a 17-0 lead still against Shaw with 2 minutes to play. Handoff near side and taken out for a loss. Taekwon Carnes taking out the 40, and Spencer doesn't have to snap it again if they don't want to.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be the ball game, and Spencer's going to get another shutout win here. 3 region games. I mean, the last 3 games, the last 2 are region games, but Manchester, Jordan, and Kendrick, now they've basically outscored everybody 113-14 in those last 3 games. So they've had a big turnaround after that struggle to the beginning of the season with Carver, Lovett, and Griffin. So
and a big turnaround after the 0-3 start for Spencer. That will do it for Moda Spencer. Spencer wins it 39-0. A huge region win for the Green Wave over the Kendrick Cherokees. 3 wins in a row for Kendrick, 2 straight in region. And a big one next week as they host Sumter County here at Otis Spencer. Frost, any final thoughts?
Spencer came out tonight. They were just hungry. You could tell it from the beginning, the speed they had on the defensive side of the ball, disruptions, Kendrick with the fumbles, not able to hold on to the ball. Not sure if it was the weather, the nerves, or just Spencer's speed causing him to make some mistakes. But
all the above.
All the D. We'll choose D on
real.
that one. But, yeah, Spencer came out strong. They've had that big turnaround so far this year. Like we said, they started off 0-3. Now they're 3-3, 2-1 in the region. Looking to make big steps towards the playoffs now, a little bit more than halfway through the season.
So Spencer next week against Sumter County, Kendrick next week against Jordan. Big games tomorrow on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Brookstone Calvary, Harris County Northside, and Russell County Valley. For Mike Frost, for Tyler Dykes, for Austin Hicks, I'm Noah Shelton signing off from Moda Spencer Stadium with the Green Wave get a huge region victory by a score of 39-0 over the Kendrick Cherokees. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Hello, everybody. This is DJ Jones with the Sports Visions Morning Show for the best in local, regional, and national sports news. Weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You can find the Sports Visions Morning Show on Facebook, YouTube. Also, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify by typing in the Sports Visions Morning Show, and download the Sports Visions radio app right now in your app store today.
Sports Vision 92.1. We are your hometown sports guys.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.